Thank you everyone for joining us in this week's Twin Flames Universe live Q&A event. And thank you to all the familiar faces that I see that have come back. Hey, Nicole. This week we have really good news to share with all of you, if you haven't heard already. But yesterday we had two of our students, Keely and Colby, Twin Flames, come into Harmonious Union. And Twin Flames Universe is celebrating, and this is the most, just a huge shift for the whole energy of the school in total, in general. And we're just so happy. And if you are part of our weekly newsletter as well, you'll see we sent out a post congratulating them. And we really want to share with you how they attained Harmonious Union and how inevitable it is for you to attain Harmonious Union too. Because Harmonious Union is not for a select few, it's for everyone. And your desire for it is what shows that it is for you too. And this is what Twin Flames Universe teaches. And so for first of all, thank you for joining our group. Welcome here. And on joining, you are gifted with a free consultation, a free 20-minute consultation, and that's 30 minutes if you've read the book, Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover, which Vanessa is going to just post in the message box if you haven't read it already. So who here has already claimed their consultation? I know, Nicole, you've already had your consultation, haven't you? Yeah. Danny, have you had a consultation yet? Okay, I think you're frozen, so I can't see if you're, I have read the book. Okay, you've read the book, that's awesome. So, you've had a consultation. Oh, fantastic. So any of you who are here, or who are listening, and you haven't had a consultation, let us know in the message box. And if you can request a specific coach if you want. Unfortunately, we only give one consultation per person, but we do have a lot of free supports in the group available at all times. So whenever you have any questions, if you just post in the group, one of our moderators will always be there to help. You didn't enjoy your consultation? We'll talk about that a little bit in the Q&A, when we get to the questions portion. I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope that all of any questions that you have can be answered today as well. So first of all, regarding Twin Flame Ascension School, which is the flagship product service of Jeff and Shalia, it's what they've been pouring their hearts into for so long, establishing this school and this community, raising it from the ground up. And Keely first joined the recorded classes. She purchased recorded classes, and as she worked through her upsets, watching the classes, she healed her separation with Colby, her twin flame. And they went from complete separation, where they were blocked from each other's phones, they were blocked from social medias. And this is the power of the mirror exercise, because your twin flame is just loving you and showing you where separation is within. So yesterday was their first live class. They joined us in live classes for the first time in the Wednesday 1 p.m. class. And so when you join Twin Flame Ascension School, you'll have access to all of these classes, and you can watch not only how other students have come into Harmonious Union from the beginning of their journeys, how from now on, Keely and Colby are going to be in the live classes, and you can watch their Harmonious Unions deepen, and just listen to their love story, listen to how they did this, how they walk us through exactly how these teachings helped them to come into union, to come into Harmonious Union. So this is the greatest gift that we can really share with you, is the way has been paved. There's a set process, and we follow that process, and it takes us there. So that is my portion. I know Silvia has something very beautiful to share with you, a piece from A Course in Miracles. She's going to share that with you now.
Okay, so I was praying these days to see what would be best to share with you at this time. And I'd like to let you know about a piece of my journey in matters of choosing TFAS, of joining Twin Flame Ascension School, and of trusting this work 100%. So my strategy to finding out the truth in terms of that was by asking myself, okay, so what are Jeff and Shalia teaching really, and what are the works that they also like? And when I found out that they use a lot of the teachings of A Course in Miracles incorporated in their work also, I knew that this is the truth, because I 100% also trust A Course in Miracles, as I know that it's purely channeled from God, the same as Jeff and Shalia's teachings are, including their wonderful book that you, I believe you have the link to it also in the chat. And yeah, quoting from A Course in Miracles in itself is like an initiation or like an energy attunement to me. So I would like to share a little bit from A Course in Miracles. And namely, only love is real. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. So this is very beautiful to me and very true. And this has helped me to discern the truth from false, so-called false spiritual truths. I've searched for a lot of years, which seemed ages to me, for accurate twin flame information on the internet, on the world, everywhere. And yeah, I could only find half truths. So if you mix half truths with truth, you will not get there. So I only recommend choosing and seeing the whole of the truth, which is only love. Only love is real. And TFAS is all about that. I've never heard in TFAS something that did not feel like whole truth in my heart. And that means a very close connection to God. That means healing separation. And that means Harmonious Twin Flame Union. And as Sama said, students are coming into Harmonious Twin Flame Union after and while doing the spiritual work, and which is nothing but a return to love, a return to God, and peace, inner peace. So I'd really love to recommend you joining TFAS and deciding now in your heart, while we are here in this state of connection with each other, with the same intention of returning to love every day, each moment. We are the people who made that choice. And since you are here today, you are also making this choice in your heart. And isn't this beautiful? So, yeah. So from what we discussed, it's going to be less talking today and more practice. So I would like to invite my colleagues now to continue this discussion. If you have something to add to this, or maybe start the practice.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Silvia. So one thing I just wanted to add was that when you join TFAS Twin Flame Ascension School and enroll in the classes, you have a choice to pick a coach as your referral. And now when you pick this coach as your referral, they offer you incentives for joining. And usually this comes in the form of free sessions with that coach. So usually depending on the package that you join with, for example, the Wednesday 7 p.m. classes, which are $111 a month, US dollars a month, that option would, compared to the all classes pass option, which is $222 US dollars a month, you would get probably more coaching sessions for that. And so this having been said, it's very, very important to claim your support here on this journey, to know that we're all holding hands and walking into harmonious union together, and we're all doing this as a collective. My success is your success, and your success is my success. And so we're really all in this together. So we can invite questions now, and get to answering all the questions so that we have enough time to answer as many as we can. We have a question from Pooja, who's asking, I wanted to know that right now I'm not having any kind of communication with my twin flame, but I can feel the connection. Now, Pooja, Pooja, are you here? Can you hear us? Great. So this communication with your twin flame is a reflection of your communication with yourself. You and your twin flame are one, right? And because you and your twin flame are one, your twin flame is going to be reflecting to you the state of your internal relationship with yourself. If there is a lack of communication outside, it's only showing you where to love yourself. And you can love yourself there using the mirror exercise. So what you would do is you would go within, feel how upsetting it feels to not have any communication with your twin flame. For example, it makes me feel sad to not have any communication with my twin flame. And then you would mirror that using the mirror exercise. It makes me sad when I don't have any communication with myself. So really that's pointing you to where exactly the upset is within yourself. And you can go into that space and ask that part of you if there is any truth to that. Is there any truth? Do you feel inside you there is some dissonance where there are two parts of you that are fragmented and not communicating with each other? And then you would go to that place, love yourself there, and heal that place. And in doing that, you've brought that piece of you home. You've brought that piece of you that was once fragmented into union with yourself. And this is what you're doing. You're just bringing all the parts of you that are in separation, you're bringing them into union. So what do you think will happen as you clear enough separation? You've cleared enough separation to be with your twin flame. This is the process. This is how it's literally this easy. It's almost too easy. The process is literally heal the separation within with 4 steps in the mirror exercise, so clear cut, so effective, and so simple, accessible to anyone. Anyone can do it. And that's reflected in your external reality. Does that answer your question, Pooja? Do you have anything you'd like to add here? I can't hear you if you're talking. Yes, and Yado, yes, the faster you heal yourself, the faster you get reunited again. Exactly. As you heal the separation within, the separation outside heals, because your external reality is just a reflection of what's going on inside, right? These teachings are not new. They've been here throughout the ages. They're taught in the law of attraction. They're taught in the Bible. They're taught in all kind of holy books. They're taught. They've they're taught in the, you know, in yoga, in the principles of yoga. This is in consciousness. It's been in consciousness. So the next question, Danny. Danny, do you have a question? Hi. Hi, Danny. Oh, you're muted. I'm going to just unmute you. Can you unmute yourself? And your video is just turned off too. Maybe try typing your question in the message box if it's not working, because I feel it doesn't look like it's working. Vanessa, can you help her out, please?
Meanwhile, I would like to say one more thing about separation, well, the illusion of separation, and namely that we find it really important in this work to choose to feel our feelings, and this in itself is a decree. So instead, what I will just quote, what usually people do is that they numb their feelings out on this journey. It's either by working out their way of their feelings, or binge drinking, binge doing something, or not necessarily, just an energy pattern which leads to numbing out and which leads to not feeling your feelings. So at the core of the mirror exercise is really choosing to feel these feelings, and even if they are painful, because that's why we are sometimes running from these feelings. But as also Carl Jung said, the ones who face the darkness first will arrive to the light the first time. So it's really the fast track to reunion with your twin flame, and most of all with yourself, which is the basis of Harmonious Twin Flame Union. So just a thought on healing separation.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Silvia. That was beautiful. And we're getting more questions here. So Yado says, Danny, I know your hand was up and you weren't able to unmute yourself. Maybe try typing your message in the box, in the message box, and then it will come to us and we can read it out. If it's not letting you unmute yourself, I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm sorry. Yado asks, can you talk about separation fully, like how to pass it? I read like 20 articles and still didn't get the answer. I'm not surprised that you didn't get the answer from 20 articles, because if they were, you know, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And so this is why we only endorse Twin Flames Universe and the coaches affiliated with Twin Flames Universe, because what we teach here is that only love is real, that separation is an illusion. Now, what does that mean? It means that separation was not created by God. It's not divine. Separation is the lack of union. So in itself, it doesn't exist. Just like darkness is just the lack of light. When you turn on the light, the darkness dissolves. Separation, when you bring the light there, the separation dissolves, because the separation never existed to begin with. So what we teach here is transcending illusion, seeing the truth in every situation with your twin flame, and seeing each block that is presented to you, each upset, each challenge that you're facing on your journey, not as separation, but as what's on the other side of that, the gift that you're receiving on the other side of that, surrendering to the love on the other side of what you're feeling, and allowing yourself to be carried to your healing, rather than buying into the illusion and just sitting in it, sitting in the upset, accepting that this is life. No, that is not life. Life is divine. Life is meant to be fun and easy and simple and beautiful and full of joy and love, not full of upset, not separation. Separation, the pain that comes with the separation is an illusion. It's a contrast, and it's pushing you to look within. It's pushing you to go to that place within you and love yourself there. That's the whole reason that anyone feels any pain, is to go to that place. It's trying to get your attention. That's why you experience it as something painful, because it's trying to get your attention. It's like tapping you. Look here, look here. Feel this, love me here. It's just showing you where to direct this love. And to connect with your twin in your heart, as Pooja is asking, just go within right now. You can all do this right now. Just go into your heart. And you can feel your own energy there, right? You can feel yourself in your heart. Your twin is you. So they're with you in your heart right now. That desire that you feel towards them, that's the presence of God in your union. And your twin flame is always in your heart because God is always in your heart. And your twin flame is just the vessel with which God comes and loves you through. And this is why it's inevitable to be with your twin flame. Just going to check more questions. Oh, I need to unmute you. Let me see how I can do that. Vanessa, can you see if you can unmute?
Guys, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Hi.
Yeah, at first I want to thank you guys for this making like a group chat, and it's much helpful for twin flames.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. And I want to say, like, the separation is a stage or like an illusion, like the Vanessa said.
Yes, separation is an illusion. It doesn't really exist. So what you are doing is you're experiencing the illusion of separation. Does that make sense? It's not a stage that you know, you have to be separated before you can be with your twin flame. It's that, imagine lifetimes of separation that you're healing because of this return to God, because you're returning to your perfect love, your ultimate lover. And so the separation itself does not exist, but it's a manifestation of fear. So as we're clearing fear, we're clearing separation.
Mm-hmm.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, but if those guys don't have a question, I want to ask another question.
Sure. What's your question?
Just a minute. So you talked about healing, like if I heal myself, and how my runner heal herself. Like they said, you shouldn't talk to your runner like there's a twin flame.
What do you mean? They shouldn't.
I mean, like my runner,
okay,
doesn't know about twin flames.
Okay, so
yeah. So when I heal myself, how she can heal herself? You know what I mean?
Yes, perfectly. So first of all, there is no runner chaser. That's also an illusion. There is only, if there is a runner, it's because she's showing you where you're running from yourself.
Right.
right? So when you heal that within yourself, your twin flame reflects that to you and will stop running because you have stopped running. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got thank you, and I don't have any more questions, but I hope you guys from now open live like this Thursdays or every day if you can. It help us really great, and I want to thank you again.
Oh, thank you so much for that. We love to offer you support. We have the open forum that you joined. There is a wealth of love and support there for you. Any questions that you have, you can just ask them in there. And we have 35 moderators and admins who are coaches, who are vetted coaches of this work, who are direct students of Jeff and Shalia, and who are there to help you and support you. We've got a lot of support in the group.
It's really a great idea, because before I come to the group, I didn't know what I do. Like now, the group is like my home.
Yeah, that's perfect. We're so happy that you're receiving so much.
Okay, I'm muting myself and waiting for the others to ask.
Thank you, Yado. Thank you.
I'd like to just add a comment to this, to Yado's question, by sharing how I shared with my twin flame that we're twin flames, and it could be helpful. Certainly, every journey is unique, but in a way, sharing with your twin flame that he or she is your twin flame is like telling your beloved that you are the love of my life, you are my eternal love. So at core, this is the meaning of this information, not the label itself, that we are twin flames. We use this label so that we have like a common terminology, but asking yourself the question, what does this really mean that you are twin flames? It means you're the love of my life. It means you're my best friend in the whole universe. It means you are God's messenger for me on earth. You are my divine partner, my counterpart. So you don't really need to tell them they're your twin flame. Just open your heart, and your energy and your heart will tell them the truth of this. And then things just fall into place, and you can also progress in talking about twin flames, or even joining TFAS together, reading the book together, and really joining in a community where you are supported, where you are understood, because here are other people who have maybe healed similar blocks on their journeys. So we have a lot of compassion for each other. So that's why, it's so great being part of Twin Flame Universe.
Perfect. Silvia, would you like to take the next questions?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So can I have a question, please?
So if you have any questions, just unmute yourselves and ask your questions, or you can post in the comment box too. I'm just looking.
Asking about before a week, I got a sickness, and I searched and I got an article about separation sickness. Does it exist?
Yeah, so that's a very interesting question, and as a matter of fact, it relates to the spiritual cause of disease. So I personally think, and not only I think, that disease is really a manifestation of numbed out feelings, basically. So people get old, people get diseased once they stop choosing union with God, once they no longer choose to feel their feelings and heal within. So that is the cause of disease, and separation is basically that, is basically numbing out your feelings. But feeling really guilty about it is really pointless, because we have to forgive each other, ourselves, for the things we have simply not known in the past. And we are responsible for the separation that we created, but we are not guilty, because guilt is an illusion, and so is separation. So really, recovery from illness is getting in union with God, and this is possible with using the mirror exercise, and just really going step by step. Meaning, if I feel upset in this moment because of my sickness, I choose to go deeper there and see, what do I really feel behind that sickness? Is it really pain? Is it sadness? Is it depression? Is it resentment? What is it? And then you simply choose to love yourself there. And you can do this right now as a practice. And know that as we heal maybe one person, or even if one person in our group does that, an upset is healed for all of us. So meeting like this and doing this healing together really serves all of us. So not only do we serve ourselves, but we serve humanity on its whole. So that's beautiful. What a way to do our life purpose together.
Perfect. Danny has a question as well.
Okay.
Oh, what happened? She was unmuted and it just...
So you can write your question then, maybe.
Danny, I think you're unmuted now. You can talk. We can't hear you. Try taking the earphones out.
Hello?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, just I'm wondering, because of course you talking all these beautiful things that I feel your energy, and I feel that it's really a beautiful, warm, loving energy. That's why I'm here. But at the same time, all what you're giving is has got a price. And I know that you're saying, yes, of course, we give you a service and then you pay for this. So in this way, I don't feel all this as a service, but more as a work. I mean, it's like you get paid. And also, I'm wondering, because how is possible that just watching, I'm sorry, I apologize, I have no all this, believing just, bluntly, but I have this doubt, because it's like, how is possible that watching other people telling their stories, I can, I don't know, meet my twin flame, this, and also then I have so far, because you have, if I buy the package with that is at 7 p.m. in Italy, in Rome, would be 1 in the night, in the morning, very late in the night. So of course I will be awake and excited about, the last new of the twin flames. But sometimes, I don't know, I'm just wondering how is possible all this going to work for me, that I don't meet in person anyone. I'd love to meet someone in person, to talk, to look in the eyes, and to feel the voice of someone. And then plus, if I want to talk to a friend, it's not here, it's very far, and I have to pay. If I want to a friend, you call a coach, which is a friend, and I have to pay. So this is the only thing that is stopping me, because I think I should not pay to talk to a friend, and I don't think a community is where you pay. So also, if I speak to in the open forum and I make the question, I write the question there, I think it's a little bit impersonal because I'd like to talk about my feelings in private, maybe, you know, I don't know. Yes, all this very, I know maybe they seem to be superficial, but they are not. That is what I feel. So I want to be sincere, because if I just follow my instinct, I would buy the package, you know. But then I'm really afraid that I get again, you know, that I suffer again, that it's not useful, and I don't want to spend time and offer my life to again to be deceived. You know, I don't know. It's like, yes, I think I said everything mostly. Yes. You had me?
So I'd like to tell you some things, and then I will also invite Sama to tell you some things, because she can help you more with certain aspects of the technicalities of signing up. But I would like to tell you that this work both addresses your intuitive and your logical side. So getting into this work and into this community will not lead you down the path of believing blindly into something, and that would be maybe the definition of a cult. But if you ask anybody in this community, they will all tell you that they feel very free. They can come and go anytime they please, but they will choose to stay because this teaching is real, because this teaching really helps you heal from the inside to the outside. So yeah, it's you can't really convince so many people, hundreds of people, of subscribers, of members, to tell you lies, to tell you that they have got results from their work, even if it were not true. So it must be true. If so many people are so enthusiastic, there are so many people who even volunteer for this community because their lives were changed as a result of doing this work. So yeah, of course, you may find spiritual friends in this community with whom you can work without paying. This happens a lot. We all have friends so we talk to, and we do sessions to each other. But we also believe in contributing with money by valuing this teaching and by making sure that this community expands, grows, so that more and more people can have access to it. So that's also one of the purposes behind it. And of course, we also believe that the source of real abundance is God. So really, money is just a way of showing our love to each other, and also to our teachers, to Jeff and Shalia, and to the other coaches who really sell their services. And we are not afraid to use the word selling, because we believe that by selling products that really work or services that are really helpful, we are merely extending our love to other people. And yeah, that's what I want to say about it.
Perfect. I'm just going to add some stuff here. So first of all, Danny, thank you so much for your question. And I'm so happy that you can really see how, you know, you said instinctively I would join. And this is that pull from your heart, because your heart always, you know, knows, it can recognize truth when it sees it. And so what you talked about, you know, the timing of the classes are completely irrelevant, because they are recorded. You can watch them anytime during the day. It's not an issue. The purpose of Jeff and Shalia, when they started these classes, they set a spiritual threshold for the vibration of these classes, in that anytime you turn on these classes, you are in the presence of harmonious union energy. the presence in these classes are harmonious union energy. And as you're watching these classes, we've had so many students who just joined the classes, hadn't even watched them maybe, or maybe watched just a few, and they're noticed breakthroughs with their twin flames. We've had students come into union who were not even in the live classes, but in the, the recorded, they were watching the recorded classes, because it's not about being there live, rather there is no time and space, right? Time and space don't exist. The teachings are timeless. You're receiving just by being in that space, and in that space of watching the recorded classes, the love that you are receiving in the teachings, the healing that you're receiving. Many times the students are going through teachings, going through healings, and you notice that it's exactly how you feel. Every word they say is exactly how you feel too, because we're this one consciousness and we're all healing the same things together. And so you can watch them at any time. Personally, I am an all class part. I have the all classes pass and the life purpose class. Even though I'm a coach myself in this community, I can't imagine my life without them. I have been a part of the school since July 2017, and it completely transformed every area of my life. And when you talk about the not feeling like you would like to pay, I mean, that's a very common upset that people can have with paying for spiritual work. But if you think that, the money that you are paying is like, how there is a give and receive, you're receiving something. And so the money that you give is actually love and support that you're gifting to the one who is giving you this love and giving you this healing. And of course, that the coaches that we have here, this is what they do full time. They don't have other jobs. Most of them, they've quit their jobs, and this is how they are living their life purpose. And so they can't be supported in giving if they're not receiving. Does that make sense? And so, and as Silvia beautifully said, it's all God's money. When I joined Twin Flame Ascension School, I could only afford 1 month's payment, and that was it. I couldn't afford anything else. But I went anyway because my heart desired it. I just clicked purchase. I'm not even joking. I immediately received money. And every month after that, because I opened the channel to receiving money from giving. It's a give and receive, right? And God just paid for my membership. Every month, money would magically come, miraculously just flow to me so that I could continue my payments. And it completely transformed my life. And now, being a vetted coach with Jeff and Shalia, all of that which I invested into this work is paid back to me. All of that I am receiving back. And the same goes for all of you, same opportunities for all of you. It's all the same. And when you think about, your harmonious union as like a spiritual bank account where you are investing into, every cent you invest, whether it's, $10, whether it's $2,000 that you're investing, you are investing love into your harmonious union. And what do you think happens when you've invested love into your harmonious union? You've invested it into yourself, and that comes back to you. So does that answer your questions, Danny? Did I answer all of your questions? You just muted you.
Yeah, she muted herself on accident. But I want to throw in there real quickly, Danny, that when you become a member to one of the classes, you can join a discussion group that we have, and there are several that you can choose from, and they are all free. So you can build your connections further in there, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Friends, right?
Perfect, exactly. Everyone, when you join the classes, you get put into discussion groups, as Vanessa said. And these discussion groups are there to support you. And everyone who's made friends makes friends in these discussion groups with the team leader, with the other students. everyone shares if they feel comfortable. If not, they can share privately with each other. Now I'm at a point where, and everyone here, we have best friends all over the world that we go and visit, that we have meetups with, who are closer to us than the friends that we have in our, hometowns, because it's soul family, it's spiritual family. Yeah. So, Danny, did you want to add something? Because you're muted. Yes, there you are. Hello.
Yes, okay. Yes, I think I feel a little bit better, but I don't know, the discussion meetings are where the same in different hours. When are they held?
We have a range of hours, because there are about 20 discussion groups, I think, running at the same time. So there are ones that are, useful for Europe time. There are ones that are useful for US time, and basically it's a range of hours. Personally, the one that I run is on Thursdays, so it was today, and it's at 3 p.m. Europe time. So that would be 3 p.m. for you in Italy. Yeah, and then we have much
good.
more as well.
So,
yeah.
So if I subscribe and I pay, I take the one at $1,100, I can also attend the discussion meetings.
Yes, the discussion meetings are open to everyone from the original, the 111, even for those who join the $111 a month. The discussion is for anyone who just joins the school. Anyone who joins the school has access to them. Now, if you are you desiring the 3-class option, the one with 300 classes? Is that the one that you desire?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. For me, it's really, it's not very. You see all these things online, all these virtual things, chatting, and it's not really my way of communicating. So I don't know really. I think I will try to buy the package for 1,111, and to see and try to watching the videos as you said, hoping that it will help me. But I don't.
Absolutely will. We guarantee.
I don't. Yeah, but I'm not so sure of it, because if I'm here alone and nobody is here near me in person, I think it's not easy to do the mirroring work by myself all the time. So I will ask for a coach, and then I will ask for a coach, and this is sort of I don't know, making me tired. It's like, I don't know. It's not. I don't feel it is very easy. I mean, it's not easy.
Do you choose to let it be easy, Danny? Do you choose to let it be easy? Do you choose for it? Do you choose for it to be easy? Do you want for it to be easy?
Yes, I would love to be very easy. I'm very tired.
I know. I feel it. Just go in your heart right now, because do you recognize that your choices have power?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So just go in your heart and just claim that ease, that feeling of simplicity, that feeling of ease. Just claim it right now with me. Just say, I choose for this to be easy and fun.
Yes, I choose. I really want to be easy, please. Not complicated, please.
Yeah. This is very...
Please, easy, very easy.
Yeah, and you can do that. This is when you are choosing for it to be easy, God brings easy to you because you're choosing it.
Well, I just want to believe you.
Can you feel the truth in what I'm saying?
I hope you're right, but I don't know if I don't have the feeling it's easy for me.
Is God easy, or is God complicated?
For me now, that is why I wanted to In fact, I did the first meeting with one person that proposed to me, but I told her that I wanted to feel God, but we didn't go into this. So we just spoke generally about other things, because I think I was very distant from the fact of entering community, because I don't like being in a community. Now I think I have overcame this. I think it's like I feel better about. I don't think I have to be in a community. It's like so the discussion was about this, my kind of uneasiness. For me, it's not so comfortable being in a community that I don't know personally, that I haven't chosen. But now I think what I feel is what I need is to feel God. I don't feel.
Okay, so can you feel God right now in your heart? Can you go in your heart right now and feel God?
I can try to go in my heart. Yes.
Yeah, good. So just go in there right now. Know that God is always there. God is always there in your heart, just waiting for you to connect with Him. And how does it feel in your heart right now?
I feel love.
Can you feel the peace in your heart?
Not really peace. Peace is more emotion and passion, or
emotional passion. So you feel passion in your heart.
Yes.
What else do you feel? Keep exploring this.
It's difficult. It's difficult for me.
Can you feel just a subtle love?
It's not easy. I'm sorry about it, but
you can do this. Love is easy. Love is simple. This is what we're moving into. This is what we teach. How to make it easy. How to experience this easily. Yeah. Does it feel better in your heart? Can you feel God there?
I don't know. There is something like yes, it's a passion, and I don't know. It's like it's like when you are emotion, you are waiting for something, and you don't know what is coming. And so I'm not afraid, but I have a feeling of
unknown.
I don't know what is coming. Unknown.
Okay.
Is unknown.
You feel alone?
Yes.
So what do you desire in the space where you feel alone? Can you see the little Danny inside who feels alone?
Yes.
What does she need right now?
She needs security.
Perfect. Can you give that to her right now? Can you wrap your arms around her and give her that security? How does she feel now as you give her that security?
And it's transforming, it's changing. Yes, a little bit.
It feels better.
Now it's better. Yes, a little bit better. Yes.
So this is what the mirror exercise is. You're just clearing separation inside yourself, within yourself. And this is what the classes teach. They teach you, you said, I don't know if I can do this on my own. Well, you don't need to do it on your own. But also these classes teach you how to do it independently and how to create a strong practice of just loving yourself. So thank you so much for that, Danny, and thank you for opening up to us and sharing this vulnerability. It's very, very healing for everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for trusting us. Yeah.
Yes, also you be courageous to answer me.
Oh, we love you. And we know you just want love. Yeah. So I think, it was Kim here. She had her hand up. She's not here anymore. So this is what the mirror exercise does, is just guiding you to where to love yourself, as Danny so beautifully demonstrated for us. And yeah, we all heal together. We're all in this together. And as we heal our separation with, this community, I just want to talk about a little bit with, in what Danny mentioned, is this community is the community that your heart's been desiring, your true community. Now, you don't need to, look at the over 11,000 people in the open forum. That is the greater community. Or the members of Twin Flame Ascension School, we're very close knit, and what we're doing is expanding this to everyone. But this is the community that everyone, if you're here, this is the community that your heart's been desiring. People who truly get you, people who resonate with you, who are sharing this journey with you. My best friends are in this community, my closest friends, and I consider them my sisters and brothers. And I just can't imagine my life without this. It has been absolutely life transforming. And we hold meetups every now and again. We recently had one in Paris in September, where we came from all over Europe and we met up in Paris. There was another one in Italy. Yes, we have people in Italy too, Danny. There are people in Italy. We have so many from Germany. Denise is in Germany. We have friends everywhere. And as you heal the separation within yourself, this, upset with community is healed too. And you become closer with the community. And so just to wrap this up, Silvia is going to give us a financial decree for those of you who do desire to join Twin Flame Ascension School, but don't necessarily have access to the finances right now. This decree is really seeing that when you desire it, if you are choosing to be here, the money is not important, because the money is just energy flowing and God will bring that for you. All you do is just choose to be there. So Silvia, I'll let you take over from here.
Yeah, sure. So to those of you who don't know yet what a decree is a spiritual tool, an energy key, a key to help you open up to abundance, to help you claim your good, as we call it in this community. And this decree has been channeled purely through God. And I can testify personally that it has also helped me in joining this community, and it will also help you. So Vanessa posted the words of this decree in the chat, and you can read it while I speak it, and you can also tune into your heart to really receive the vibration of it, which is actually the energy key. So ready? Let's do it together. I choose to allow God to show me the way to my wealth for Twin Flame Ascension School all classes pass. I choose to recognize when I receive it. I choose to use it for my membership. I choose to receive it immediately. God, show me the way. And so it is. And remember, once you open up fully to God's abundance, you'll also be a source of inspiration for everybody surrounding you. So thank you for joining us today. I love you so much.